Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at, ladies and gents. I am Kure Isagami, your resident tinkerer and Medarotter, and this is the Medarot News Network, bringing you all the latest developments and happenings with our favorite pet fighting robot series. Now, as we crest into the final week of the Gurren Lagann Collaboration, everything basically amounts up to this very moment. The last several weeks have given us not one, not two, but 6 amazing models across the board, featuring a whole slew of brand new skills to be introduced into the game. But naturally, they most likely did save the best for last, with only one model on the docket that has not been seen in-game officially until now. And alongside that, it will be fairly quiet this week as far as we prepare to wrap down from the Gurren Lagann Collaboration and prepare to start winding back up from Medarot Day 2025 in just a handful of weeks at time of recording. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into what was officially announced for this week, starting with the gacha banners and who to expect in the final week of the Gurren Lagann Collaboration. Now, on top of all the previous model banners still being up for 1 to 2 more weeks, we see only one brand new banner going up, and that is for TGL04 Cosmo Lagann, with a completely brand new kit across the board, with a kit of Full Charge Extreme, Hypercharge Drill, Desolation, Float Legs, and a brand new leg ability called Breakthrough. Now, I will save a lot of my in-depth explanations for what exactly Cosmo Lagann does, but let me just say that basically he takes everything that made Razin Lagann absolutely catastrophic, especially when it comes to bouncing on that Pierce Damage Plus, and basically adds a CG Plus element to it to make it even more powerful than it was before. So we have one brand new variant of Full Charge, a CG Charge variant of Drill, a brand new super move called Desolation, which basically falls in the same vein as, say, Emit Blade or Emit Hammer, and a brand new leg ability which, to explain briefly, actually for the first time in the game's history, allows one to break the CG limit past 100% and benefits and praises you for doing so. So this model is going to be definitely shaking a lot of molds up once he does officially hit the field going forward. A lot, not just with as a pure set with what he can bring to the table, but also with everything else that you can do if you choose to use his parts elsewhere. Now, aside from Cosmo Lagann, much like with previous banners, a feature of boosted rates, the boosted rates that are going live with Cosmo Lagann are for a couple of familiar faces, though. Those 2 familiar faces are from the days of Medarot Navi, with Pt.4 Kaiser Beetle, with Power Rifle, Long Shot, Gatling, Biped Legs, and Heavy Arms, who can meta change into a proper gun tank type appearance, with a wheeled leg and a complete kit change into Giga Gatling, Crossfire Set and Release, and a leg ability of Weapon Master. And compared to a lot of other models that we see these days, even his biped legs with heavy arms are still something you see extremely often for the fantastic coverage that it does offer. Now, alongside Kaiser Beetle, we also have KWG09 Luminous Stag also going live this week, with a kit of Stealth, Sword, Hammer, Biped Legs, and the leg ability of Acrobatics. Now, much like Kaiser Beetle, Luminous Stag also is capable of an alt mode, with a complete change-around kit of Charge Blade, Anti-Air, Anti-Sea, Flight Legs, and Elusive. Now, in comparison to Sonic Stag, which was the original Stag type that upgraded into Luminous Stag is essentially just a little bit stronger all around, but if you are able to build into it, you most certainly will benefit from it. Something to warn, though, as far as this banner is concerned, is that Kaiser Beetle and Luminous Stag are meta change type models, which means that you either pull the entire set all at once, or none at all. So essentially, if you end up getting the lucky pick and end up skipping past Cosmo Lagann, there's a good chance you'll probably end up with one of these 2, which, being completely honest, is still just as handy for what they both bring to the table. For the Fierce battles we have this week, it's going to be a pretty great week for farming up a lot of basic melee-oriented skills or leg abilities, and a lot of very good models this week available do feature this specifically. Starting us off on this top row, we have Ep.228 Bone Cracker with a Heel Trap, Double Sword, Float Legs, and Straight. BRA-0 Land Brachio with anti-air, double beam, tank legs, and bullet rain, and PTL-0 Air Terra with radar sight, double sword, flight legs, and also with straight. On the bottom row, we have TIR-0 Attack Tyranno with fire, double hammer, biped legs, and straight. WEA-03 is P2 Shisaku 2 with Charge Buster, Press, Power Rifle, Tank Legs, and Trap Buster, and SCP-0 Poison Scorpy with Triple Melt, Multi-Legs, and Desert type. So like I said, ultimately this week is going to be focused very heavily on conventional melee-oriented types of skills. Lots of basic swords, a couple of basic hammers, basic metals for your DOT damage, and just a couple of miscellaneous skills in between. Ultimately, though, I do have to give MVP of the week in particular to Poison Scorpy, primarily on the grounds that even if DOT isn't super popular or really even used all that often, multi-legs with a leg ability that gives it S rank on an outside terrain makes it something you can use basically anywhere. And you don't even have to activate that desert type terrain. It kicks in automatically for a free S rank whenever you're fighting on it. The other models in particular are also worth having just across the board to hold on to in your libraries. Bonecracker and Air Terra essentially for basic sword more than anything else, and float or flight legs with straight as you do need them. Land Brachio for anti-air coverage if you do need it, but tank legs for bullet rain does make him very good as a dominant shoot fighter if you choose to use those elsewhere. Attack Tyranno, basically same thing, essentially basic hammer and biped legs with straight also is nice to have, and Shisaku 2 for your generalized long range coverage, CG reliant coverage I should say, with where you choose to use it. Now, as far as events are concerned with this final wave of the Gurren Lagann Collaboration, this event is going to be just a little bit quieter in compared to previous ones. We only have one brand new model that is going live this week with Cosmo Lagann, and the rewards themselves also are or at least the medal anyway, is a rerun from previous rewards, previous cycles as well. That said, the event medal on the table this time around is the Star Medal, which is a sniper nature medal with a mastery in melee, shooting, and setup, and leg masteries in wield, tank, and float. So naturally a best in slot if you do end up snagging Cosmo Lagann. We can also earn a profile banner featuring Galaxy Lagann. I did mention that in error here, and of course more gacha tickets and limited rewards as we crest into November officially. This event specifically will also, to wrap us up, will also be Meta Meister, so pure sets and courage will be enforced when you're putting your teams together. Now, to explain Meta Meister, it is a very unique type of event that, when accomplishing it, only gives you one challenge per day. And those challenges also come with a certain set of missions. Complete the missions, you get extra points. But once you accomplish the high score and get all your rewards, you're done. You don't have to touch the event anymore that day at all, unless you want to go in to top your score, and of which the highest one gets overridden and saved. So ultimately, this is going to be a very low-stakes type of event overall, and even the challenge itself doesn't actually get progressively difficult until about day 4 or 5. So something you can very easily go in and out and finish very easily within about 5 or 10 minutes, completing all of your dailies through the course of logging in. Now, as far as November is concerned, we do have a new month, which means we have a new log of PvP skins that go live this week as well. This time around, we have an opportunity to earn, and I'm going to clarify you on this, these are not previous skins that were originally in the skin shop. They may look like it, but they're not. This time around, we have an opportunity to earn a Tyrell style Arc BDT skin and a Arc D style Tyrell BT skin. Now, you might have already caught it there, but I'm going to say it again. These are not for the commercial versions, which already have these skins in the skin shop. These are for the Twisty mode variants that can meta change into Master Beetle, either for Arc BDT or either for Tyrell BT in particular. So this basically is just an opportunity to collect some alt skins for those. And they're rerunning the Magenta Cat style Gato Arbol from last year's Medarot Day, 2024. And they're introducing the Sailor Mate style Salashida Hime, also from last year Medarot Day 2024, and in the skin shop. So this is the one that you'll be able to purchase through the skin shop with diamonds once this week's patch does go live. So ultimately, as far as skins are concerned, not really anything to note or really hype or really go ballistic about, but still very good to hold on to all the same if you do have these particular sets specifically. Now, as far as other stuff is concerned, for Meta Survivor, it's not really anything to note this week. It's just going to be a basic reset and refresh of all events regarding Shushu 2 and Gobenki. So, not really anything there to note. No real heads up on quality of life updates. So, essentially just update the game and enjoy it as you see fit. And the nice thing about Meta Survivor is the fact that you can pick it up and put it down and not really have to worry too much on daily logins or even anything else of the like. Moving on to community-related stuff, though, as we continue onward, we are still always looking for translators to assist us with any of our ongoing projects or endeavors, such as the Medarot 4 translation project or any of our manga translations as well. We would love and appreciate any help that you guys can provide. If you are knowledgeable in coding or cleaning or Japanese and have some time on your hands, or if you know somebody that might be, I would absolutely love to get in touch with you guys, or you could even join our Discord and ask around, and we can get you in touch with those right people. We would love to actually work on other projects, such as maintaining the wiki a little more consistently, staying up to date with projects, or even undertaking more projects, such as Medarot 5 or Navi, or even any of the 3DS games as well. We would love to do those, but we need help doing it. So if you would like to help, please feel free to ask around, or if you do not have any talent to offer, you can also donate to the cause and help us donate monetarily so we can commission some of those extra lines of text to be translated. That'll take a lot of work off the translators and make it so that all they have to focus on for that particular bracket is typesetting and cleaning, which really still has a lot of work. With that as well. So again, feel free to ask around or join our Discord and inquire about it. We can most certainly get you put on the right direction. Now, this is the final call and heads up as a reminder that the Ori Meta contest for Project Rising Beetle in our Discord server is closing this coming Sunday, November 11th. So this is essentially final call and crunch time for anyone that would like to possibly submit anything for the contest before it closes. There is no theme prompt requirement. It is a free-for-all for anyone that does choose to submit anything, so you don't have to follow any particular theme or motive. Just go nuts with whatever you choose to design. There is also a cash prize on the table and alongside the personalized concept art drawn by yours truly. So there's a lot of lucrative possibilities with this one as well, and I would love to see you guys absolutely pound out that channel before it does end up closing and make it really, really difficult for me to decide on winners going forward. So if you have more questions on that or would like to see the rule set specifically, please do join our Discord in the link provided below and follow the respective channels, and those will fill you in with everything you need to know, as well as some assistive tools you might need if you choose to need a little assistance when designing your Ori meta for submission. One final reminder, I am also on Card officially if you'd like to reach out to me either at any of my socials or even possibly see any of the commission services I'm offering. That includes any standard 2D art, live 2D models ready to rig, or even my newly minted VTuber 64 commissions that I have started opening up. And for those that are new to the channel and have not seen me before, boy oh boy did that explode. I basically offered a giveaway, and I'm still hosting that through early December, essentially, where I will be choosing people at random in sets of 2 that will be receiving free VTuber 64 models if they would not if they do not feel like commissioning me one. So I'm absolutely elated to see all the new faces that joined me out of that. I've now officially broken 1,000 followers on Twitter, so I'm very, very happy for that, and looking forward to seeing all the new faces that join me going forward. But again, all my socials will be on this new link to Card now, so please feel free to reach out to me there if you have any other questions. But that does basically cover everything for this week's episode, so like I said, it's fairly light as far as content. We're going to be closing the collaboration on a fairly quiet note, aside from the introduction of Cosmo Lagann. But if you'd like to know more, you can follow us below on Facebook at the Medarot News Network page, or the Metabots Forever community that I do also run and manage. You can also join us on Discord in the link provided and in the comments below to keep an even closer ear to the ground on the action. That includes any new links to merchandise, contests, fan art, my episodes, or anything else of the like. That is the first place you will hear it before it goes anywhere else on the internet. You can also reach out to me personally on Twitter, Blue Sky, or Discord as well, Isagami Kura. So if you'd like to collaborate with me, have any questions or suggestions, I leave my DMs open on all platforms for that very reason. Lastly, I do also want to give a shout out to my buddy Emeraldo over on his channel and on his Twitch link as well, because he will be having a re-debut or a version 2 debut coming up very, very soon on the 14th. So not this Friday, but the Friday afterwards, he'll be debuting his brand new model with a Q&A, a group collab party. I'm very, very excited. I am actually going to be taking part of that as well in solidarity and support of my buddy. So do follow Emeraldo if you've not had the chance to already. Tell him that your old pal Kura sent you his way, and he'll know exactly what to do. But with all that being said, as always, I do appreciate you all for stopping in, just as you always do. And until next time, this is your host, Kura Isagami of the Medarot News Network, signing out.